Hello everybody, this is RRPG here, and welcome back to another episode of RRPG Let's Play with Kirby Superstar on the Super Nintendo. So, in the previous episode, we have completed Spring Breeze finally, which was pretty short. And it took us a little over 20 minutes, but it wasn't that long. And in today's episode, we are going to be going to the next game, which is called Dyna Blade. And Dyna Blade is the second side-scrolling game. It's not a mini-game, but it pretty much acts like a game that you would actually play on the Game Boy or something. So, yeah, Dyna Blade. This is game number 2, so let's go ahead and take a look at the synopsis and see what it says. Dyna Blade is destroying all the crops. She must be stopped. Master the different abilities and defeat her. That we will do. And notice that the level has cranked up to level 3, so yeah, you might be thinking, Double R, wouldn't you go to a game that's at least level 2, like Gourmet Race? Well, let me tell you this. Gourmet Race, that's still a mini-game. This is one of the main side-scrolling games, so regardless, if that game is easier than this one, we are going to be going to this one, if we are going to continue on with where we left off. So, yes, Dyna Blade, you are our next game. So, let's go, gamers. And it's got a really funky title screen, and one that looks pretty cool. Okay, shall we explain copy? Might as well, right? Another guide video. Or just another guide sequence. Hello, welcome to the beginner show. Wait a minute, another one? Didn't we already have that? Shouldn't this be called the intermediate show? Anyway, it says, have you mastered inhaling your enemies? Let's learn about how to use the copy function. Enemies attack in various ways. This enemy is called Waddle-Doo. Yeah, like we haven't even heard that before. When Kirby inhales an enemy, push A to swallow. Like that. Amazing! You can use the energy beam by pressing Y. There are some enemies that will not give you a special ability. Yeah, like we haven't figured that out before. You know, some of the enemies that I swallowed in the previous episode, they did not give us copy abilities. And here are the few other abilities you can copy. We can use fire to spit out some nasty fireballs! And we can use stone to turn into a stone and do some heavy damage. Do you have to be stoned to do heavy damage? Oh, no, I'm just kidding. And sword, the king of weapons. Basically, it's Link Kirby. You can review the copy explanation anytime during the game by pressing start, and which I have essentially did during the previous episode. Some abilities will have limited uses. Kirby will not wear a cap. And there's more. 2. Yes, 2 people can play at the same time. Wow. When Kirby is wearing an ability cap, push A. And yes, I think this is the first game where it actually includes a 2-player co-op feature, whether it's through AI or by a second player. And this character is called a helper, and he'll be a big help to Kirby. Yeah? And essentially, that is what our helpers were in the previous episode, and they definitely did help us out quite a lot. And there are more techniques. Throw a bomb, or throw off the cap, and then the helper will automatically put it on, and they will change into a different helper. And push A one more time, and the helper will become the ability cap, and then you swallow it, and then you can use that copy ability to yourself again. Simple as that. And when the helper is present, push any button on the second controller. Yep. It's just telling you that 2 people can play. Like I've mentioned, the helper then can be controlled by the second player. It's a little confusing at first, but give it a try and you'll catch on. Oh, I'm sure we will. And practice with your friends and double the fun. Yes, for co-op games such as this, I agree. Here are some special instructions. To dash, push left or right twice. Kirby will move quickly and increase attack power. Yeah, like we haven't figured that out. To slide, just push down and B together. You can attack while sliding. Yep, just like that. To guard, push L or R. It can reduce the enemy's attack power. Yes, this is something that's also new. You can actually guard from your enemies as well. For more details, please refer to the instruction manual. Now let's play Dyna Blade. Practice, 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 and master copy and helper. Good luck. Yes, we can definitely use luck. And you can notice that this game is a little bit different from Spring Breeze, where Spring Breeze was mostly linear. You just went from level to level to emulate that of the older days of the NES, kind of like Super Mario Brothers. But this game actually has more of an emphasis with Super Mario Bros. 3 attached to it. Well, specifically Dyna Blade. And we're going to be going through all of them, but we're probably going to be doing this in at least 2 episodes. But for now, let's just go ahead and get started with level 1 of Dyna Blade. Okay, and there are 2 different routes that we can take, and pretty much they don't do Sir Kibble? Give me your Kibbles N Bits. I'm going to become Cutter, and I am going to cut things. And I'm even going to cut your own brethren, so that way I can turn them to Kibbles N Bits. Or their names will be Kibbles N Bits. And yes, as you would have guessed, the power is continuously multiplying, and I'm back to Beam Kirby again. And yeah, those were some examples of the abilities that will double when you run fast. And if you jump in the air, you can actually do more damage, like that! That's one of my favorite things about Beam Kirby, and why I actually like it a lot more in the newer Kirby games. And even in Kirby's Return to Dreamland, which is another fun Wii game to be had. Although, in terms of creativity, I say that Epic Yarn still is the winner. Because if you play Kirby's Return to Dreamland, then you pretty much have played all the other Kirby games, and you know how the game works. Although some of the power-ups have actually been fused together to make some of the power-ups present actually have those abilities to where they actually can be useful for lots of things. Take care of that Waddle-Doo over there. And there's a 1-up here, and we can pretty much get over there if we use the beam, and that's pretty much what beam is helpful for. Beam is essentially the equivalent of the wave beam from Metroid, where it can actually bypass the walls and whatever to hit things. It's one of my favorite power-ups in the Metroid series, believe it or not. Pretty much should be everybody's. Or they would pretty much say that the plasma beam is their favorite, but you know, it's fun and all and powerful and all, but you know, you don't need to be all that powerful. Oh, blade. And we actually got ourselves a Maximum Tomato for the count. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. That's something you should be careful with if you try to locate some other stuff. Oh yes, I forgot about this. You can get another 1-up, and you can get yourself a Maximum Tomato here. Now just, oh, give me that. Screw you. But if you pretty much traverse some of the levels, you can actually find some hidden secrets. And I know there's some hidden secrets because there are some routes that we can actually take that are not present on the map. Yeah, you shall see what I mean. Oh boy. Watch this. Oh boy, that is not good. Sir Kibble is in big trouble. But I think we're... Oh, he fused into a Waddle-Dee. See if you can actually gain some of that power. No, you can't do that. You have to do that with second player to get access to that. Okay, now let's go down here and see... Actually, before we go down there, even though that's the route we were supposed to take, we actually want to come over here to see if there's anything of any importance here, because I usually tend to forget checking out this place. Actually, no, it just actually brings us back here to this one spot. Oh, no, Waddle-Doo, get over here. And you notice that your helper's energy will decrease more gradually than your own's. And it pretty much would make sense because, well, helpers are weaker than Kirby, or most of the enemies are weaker than Kirby. Even the bosses, for instance. Come here. You want a kiss? Want a kiss? That just seems wrong for Kirby to do that, giving a kiss to his enemies. Even his enemies need a little loving. Evidently so. Okay, we did that jump attack there. That's another one of my favorite things about this ability. Can we get anything over here? No, we cannot. Okay, so we are now supposed to go down here. Let's go ahead and grab this Maximum Tomato in case we need it for anything, and I don't think we need it. Anyway, we got our first side boss. Chef Kowalski. And yes, this guy has chef abilities. And let's go ahead and take his power up real quick. And let's go ahead and give these guys a good cooking. And basically, if we cook our enemies here, they will actually give us some health items. Rightfully so. This is actually pretty good if you need to get some health back right away. And there's the door, and that pretty much is our cue to get out of this level. And just like with the first game, or pretty much with Kirby's Adventure, you can actually do this goal game in order to try to get some more points or some 1-ups. And I don't think I'm going to be able to get that. I think it was a little too late there. Or, did I get the one? Oh, I didn't make it to one. I was so close! Oh well. I guess close is better than nothing. And yes, as you would have guessed, there's that little path right there, right above Kirby's head, which we can take. But there is a special way on how we can take that path. But I haven't been able to figure that out yet, so maybe we will find it through this episode. And I did watch Steven Play's Let's Play of this, along with his wife, Mallory. But I can't remember how they did it. But if you need a reference to figure out how to get that access way to go up, then be sure to check out their video on... Or check out the second episode of their Kirby Superstar Let's Play. Okay, you know, let me just go ahead and just show Parasol. And I think everybody really, really loves this ability because of its numerous functions and how it's more ridiculously OP than most of the other power-ups. Okay, I think... Aren't we supposed to go this way? I think so. Notice that sometimes it's hard to... Yeah, sometimes it's hard to get out of the way on some of these things. Actually, what does this take us to? Oh, Ninja. I want this. You are mine now. Go, Ninja. Go, Ninja. Go. Come up here, and we can actually get our... Or go down there, and we can get ourselves a 1-up. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump back up to the top. And Ninja Kirby is pretty much introduced in this game, and it's definitely one of my favorite power-ups. You can actually use a kunai to attack your enemies, and you can actually do the Azuna drop right there. That's a very powerful ability. And we are fighting some of the Mennonites. And notice that I am getting my butt kicked because of the amount of health that I lost. But hopefully it won't be that much of an issue. Oh, okay. We need to come up here. And we kill those. And, give you an Azuna drop to burst you into oblivion. And... Oh, no. I didn't want that. I did not want that. Let me see if I can try to find Waddle-Doo again. Ah! It's Sir Kibble! There's gotta be a Waddle-Doo around here. Why did I even think about doing that? Hopefully I can get to that whatever opening that is. I'm pretty sure that's the cue on how to get that pathway open to go north. Oh gosh, don't tell me I screwed myself. I probably did. Oh, wait a minute. No. We'll do this. The mirror ability. Yeah, there we go. Now let's go ahead and take a look in here. Oh yes, this is the switch where we can actually go northward. Yep, right there. And you shall see what that place is when we get first glimpse of it. But we will do that as soon as we complete, by the time we actually complete this level. I'm gonna have to get rid of you. And I am going to become Sword Kirby, the king of all weapons! Oh, darn it. Got this drill sergeant here that's actually giving us a lot of trouble than we imagined, but evidently he's not going to be that much of an issue. And Sir Kibble can just go to hell. Oh, Sir Kibble! I'm gonna make you Kibbles N Bits! I'm gonna make these things Kibbles N Bits, too! Dang you. Uh-oh. This is not good. Fine, you get my power. No? You don't get the power? What? Anyway. Screw you. I can do away without you. Besides, we need to keep going on with this video. Alright. Let's go ahead and see if we can get further than where we are. We should be getting close. Oh, there was the wheelie there. We can actually become Wheel Kirby, or we can transform that wheel into a helper, and we can actually ride him like a motorbike. And that's actually pretty useful for some other things, specifically like the Great Cave Offensive. But I will be explaining that in more detail once we get to that game. But not in this episode, since we're pretty much dealing with the first bit of... Oh, no. Oh, give me that. Since we're pretty much dealing with the first half of this minigame. Why do I keep calling it minigame? It's just a plain side-scrolling game. You know, like New Super Mario Brothers. Why do I keep doing that? Maybe it's because I'm more just heavily towards Mario, as I pretty much said that Kirby was something that I never grew up with quite a whole lot. I remember my sister having Kirby's Pinball Land, even though that game is loved by some and pretty much can attest to your insanity, if you want to even go that far. Oh, no. You know what? Give me that. I'll have the Knight finish you off. And I will take Bonker's power and pretty much become Hammer Kirby. And Hammer Kirby is very useful too, especially for some things. And I think there is a switch that we can actually hit in order for us to get access to this one area right here. Go ahead. And we pretty much destroy most of that castle. But where does that take us to, you might wonder? A few extra lives. And we can get out of this level finally. Let's see if we can actually get a few more instead of screwing up. Can we get there? Is it about the same as before? I'm pretty sure it's about the same. Ah! Just a hair too late! And we gain ourselves another extra life. Anyway, we were so close to becoming number 1 there. Okay, there is an E in the middle. That is an enemy that we can fight against. Let's go ahead and give it a good smack or two. This is pretty much a fighter-type enemy, but there is a difference with this fighter-type enemy. And you shall see what it is, but we will pretty much do that in the next episode. Now, as I said, before we go, we're gonna go up here, and we're gonna actually check out this place. If you need some new power-ups, then feast your eyes on this, gamers. And you could pretty much dismantle these enemies right here, and you can actually get some Maximum Tomatoes. But yeah, look at this! This is pretty much your one-way haven to get some really good power-ups in this mode. Look, we have some new ones like Plasma, and we even have Ninja, we have Fire Leo, and we have Knuckle Joe, we have Poppy Bros, and we have the Blade Knight, and we have Bonkers, and we have Sir Kibble, and we have the Witch, we have Waddle-Doo. Yeah, this is your one-way ticket if you want to get some really, really neat power-ups. So think of that if you want to get through some of the harder levels or to try to traverse them to get some of the different secrets. Like, I think there's one more secret, but it's right before we have to fight off against Dyna Blade. But it's in the level before the final battle, but I will show you that once we get to it. But anyway, we're not going to be able to do it at this time, as we're going to go ahead and we're going to end things off right here. So, next time on Double RPG Let's Play with Kirby Superstar on the Super Nintendo, we're going to be going to level 3 of Dyna Blade, and we are going to be completing this mode in its entirety after that. Alright gamers, take care of yourselves, and I shall see you on the next episode. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys then.